Hi everyone, welcome back. Part 3, eh? I kind of wanted to do this video all in one. So to have, just one big long video, which I might do a complete, all the parts in one edit. But it was going to be very long and you kind of struggle to keep people's attention span. So if you've missed the first two parts already, you can check them out on the channel. We fitted the FUKU AAP goodness, everything there. The only parts that aren't from CTM are the nozzle, the piston for the nozzle mounting bracket, the nozzle spring and the spring guide. And then for the lower, the main housing for the front of the trigger and the hammer housing and stuff, that's all standard. We've fitted the trigger, we've fitted the mag release, we've got the lower on with these very nice aluminium grips, which are very comfortable. So now we're going to look at tightening up the magazines, because the magazines are, they're kind of boring, aren't they? So we're going to be looking at this today. So first of all, you want a magazine that's empty. I just shot the gun a lot through into the box, the catch box, just to get rid of the gas. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take the base plate off. Once we took the base plate off, we're going to remove this screw. So screwdriver, posi screw, or Phillips screw, whatever you want to call it. I probably get the names wrong all the time. And we're going to remove the main screw from the magazine, which looks like this. It's quite long. And then once we've done that, we can just push this plate that you've got at the bottom, which you pull down to remove the base plate. Just push that forward, and then that will pull out the bottom part, sealing part of the magazine. We can pull this spring out because we're not going to need that. And I'm not sure whether we need to fit that part in. I don't think we do, because there's no real channel for that to fit in. So I'm not sure if we need to fit that part or we don't. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments below. It does fit into the channel. Are we going to need that for the spring, or is the spring just going to sit in there nice and free? I mean, it can sort of slide about in there, so maybe we will fit it. So we take the extended spring, which comes in the kit. We'll fit this little bumper on the bottom, and that's going to keep the spring nice and centered. Right, now all we need to do now, dead simple, we just push that spring into the mag, into the follower. And before we do that though, we're going to need a bit of lubricant. So I'm not looking to get this lubricant all behind the O-ring and stuff. I'm just using it to seal against the magazine. So I'm going to use the grease, not the oil. I'm going to apply this on here. This will aid in assembly, and it'll keep that O-ring nice and happy. I can pop that part back in the bottom. Again, not 100% if we need to do that. And we can get that prepped ready. Now we have a longer screw. Again, there's no indication whether we need to fit the O-ring. I imagine we do. So we'll pull the O-ring off the standard screw, and we'll place that on to the new screw. Very long one. We're going to just put the tiniest amount of grease on there. And we do get a spare little plastic washer. I'm guessing we're not going to need that, and it's just a spare. I'm going to push this base plate onto the magazine like that. And we're going to take our long screw, which I think is going to be a 2.5mm. Yep, so let's see what we've got here. 2.5, I think that's a 2, 2.5, there we go. And we're just going to have to locate this in the threads at the bottom of the mag. Maybe we try it without the O-ring. Surely if we don't fit that O-ring, it's not going to seal. There is no way I've just located, there is plenty of space for an O-ring there. And I've just located it on the first try. Surely this isn't going to seal. Right, okay. Let's use a valve tool. I know I've got one here because I was using it the other day. What did I do with it? Who knows? We're going to have to use a flathead. I'm always relocating tools everywhere. It's the bane of my life. Use a flathead for this one. I think, you know what I did actually? I know exactly where that is. I packed it for the weekend event. Here it is, in a little baggie that I brought back, just in case I needed one. Nice long valve on these action arm mags, and before we put that in, I will be doing a gas magazine maintenance video, so don't fret whatsoever. And people seem to think that I hate silicone oil. I don't hate it. I just think there's many better products that you could be using. Right, that's in. Is this going to hold gas without that O-ring on? We'll soon find out. I believe it's holding gas. It's taken a hell of a lot more gas than it did before. Leave it there. There we go. Our base plate is fitted, so it turns out you don't need that O-ring. That's probably why they give you a spare plastic one. I imagine what that's basically, you know, working as is like a crush washer. But, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, you get a little bit of gas spitting out the side of there. You have to be careful with that. Obviously, when I'm not holding the slide release down, or the bolt release, it was chilling my little fingers there. Very, very snappy. For not having it short stroked or something, just look how fast that moves. It moves that quicker as you're firing it. It's almost like it doesn't. It's like your brain saying to you that can't have travelled all the way. So yeah, there's one part missing from this build, which is the flared magwell. But yeah, how cool is this thing? I really like, I mean, the extended mags really set it off. I do like extended mags. Just getting them, like back in the day when I was running my TMG 17, I think they were Ready Fighter mag extensions, and then mag extensions just became such a hard thing to get. So it would be interesting. Do these fit the TMs? It says WE and AAP, so maybe not. Imagine because of the valve. But yeah, how cool is that? And even still, the pistol isn't very heavy. I mean, I could be, you know, it could be in my head. This is just a bog standard Marui G18, and to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like there's that much difference. There's going to be a bit of weight in front because we've got all this aluminium here, but is this gassed up? So bog standard Marui 18C. No gas. No gas. Let's put a bit of gas in. And yeah, the price difference in the two is astronomical. So not bad at all. but it's not like... Woo! It's not AA-10 Burt that the AAP is. Man, we've got a pistol. I know these hop and barrel combos work absolutely phenomenal. The Loki's a great hop unit. Maple leaf barrel, flamingo 60 hop rubber. And then we've just got it wrapped in this. I mean, just imagine pulling this out at an event and people are going to be like, I mean, I'm not saying nobody's aware of the CTM parts, because a lot of you are, especially AAP enthusiasts. But imagine pulling that at a site where people don't know what it is. I can imagine you'll get a lot of questions. So, does the red dot sight work? Have I got a battery in it? Let's see what it's like. Let's test it. Yeah, that red dot is not the best, if I'm honest. It looks cool, but the dot on it is just so rubbish. Are you going to be able to see? Focus on the bench. Yeah, it looks good on camera, but in person it looks like utter crap. And it's very hard to find the dot on that, so I'm probably going to have to switch that out. But yeah, what do you think of this, boys and girls? You feeling it? Are you feeling the kit, but the colour scheme's not your style? That's fair enough. They do loads of different colours. You can get them in black, red, gold, silver, like a more subdued green. And yeah, I think a lot of these parts are coming into the UK now. I think it might be BZ Tactical that are the stockists for CTM now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't buy it from BZ. I bought it straight from CTM because you're going to save a lot of money. Which brings me on to the subject. A lot of you are probably asking, how much, Jim Bob, does this thing cost you? Now, all the parts from CTM which you saw me get out, so all the upper parts, the lower parts, trigger, all the mag extensions, everything, on including postage from CTM directly, it came to £427. They got it, when they shipped it, it got to me in the UK in 2 days. It was so impressive. Super fast shipping. But I did have an import charge on that of £93. So, what's that? You know, 520-ish? 520-ish, is it? So, yeah, 520-ish. I'm doing quick maths there, but I think that's about 520. So £520, all that landed. That's just for the CTM parts. You've also got to buy an AAP-01, so that's 70 quid. Obviously, the CTM price that I'm giving you is including the UPS postage. If you took that out, it would be cheaper. So just keep that in mind. I'm just including that as an all-in price. So £520, landed in the UK. Loki hop units like another 50. Maple leaf barrels, I don't know the price on them, but the hop rubbers are like £9. An AAP, you can get these at Patrol Base at the minute for like $69.99, so 70 quid. So let's go 520 plus an AAP, which is £70. You're looking at £590, so you're just shy of £600. There's a piece missing, which is the flared magwell. I don't know. Do you like it with the black rails on? I kind of want it a little bit slimmer. I think that's a bit big. But you could mount, you know, your tack lights, your lasers. You could have a front-facing camera. You could have a backwards-facing camera. Part of me kind of wants to run it without the red dot at first, which we can. Tell you what we'll do before I go. Let's do a quick little config on this thing. So we'll take the rails off. So they do come with the blast shield. Do you know, I know it's expensive, but I kind of want to build like another one in a different colour. This could be very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So let's get that plate out. We've got the 4 screws. 1. Chucked them in this box and I want to use them. 2, 3. Where's the other one? 4. So we've removed the rails off the side. Let's remove the red dot. You know, if you're going for a really streamlined build, you're engaging people at distances where you probably don't even need a red dot. Let's just put this piece back on because it does look nice. It does look nice with this on. Let's put the 4 screws, set them in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The only thing that does annoy me with these CTM stuff, a lot of people saying don't like CTM as a company. As to why, you'll have to let me know down in the comments below why you don't like CTM as a company. Now, the stuff is expensive. The quality of the machining isn't the best. Like, I'm not boasting or anything, but everything that I make, the machining it far surpasses this. I wish I had the CAD knowledge to be able to CAD all this stuff up and do my own version of it, but that is a much more streamlined build. We haven't got the rails on the side that will snag anything. We haven't got the red dot on, so we'll be using the fibre optics once I've fitted the fibre optic pieces. So we could use it like that. Does it look a little bit empty without anything on the top? I don't know, you'll have to let me know. So thanks for tuning into this build. I hope you like it. It is insanely expensive. It is annoying that the quality of machining isn't the best, but some parts are better than others. It is also annoying that all the anodizing is slightly different colours. You'll see this is like these two parts are more of a pink compared to a purple, which is annoying. Maybe they've used a different grade of aluminium, I'm not sure. The trigger is off to the compensator. The compensator does match the bolt. We're getting a little bit of scratching there on the bolt, which is, you know, kind of expected. It would be nice on the green bolt if you had the option to have these parts in purple and not red, but I suppose it gives us a little bit of contrast. So yeah, there are annoyances. It is expensive to have those annoyances. You know, for what this has cost me, you could go out and buy, I don't know, a TM AKX. You wouldn't have no mags for it, but and again, you'd have to buy mags. If you don't want to run, if you only want to run one mag, you don't need the other 2 magazine extensions. Because I've bought a load of these AAPs now, I've got mags here, there, and everywhere. So I'll just be fitting the mag extensions to those. So yeah. Oh, we're getting a funny. You're playing up now. Might be just because it's low on gas. But yeah, hope you like it. Thanks for tuning in and staying into the. I tend to go off on one of these rants, don't I? So apologies for that. Some of you like it, some of you don't. Let me know what you think about this build in the comments below. Do you like it and would just go for a different colour, or do you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Would you be more interested in doing something like this from Cyberpunk? You know, they're the same pistol, they're just very vastly different. I mean, this in terms of price was a lot cheaper to do, even with the next speed upgrades. The trigger from Next Speed. I do prefer it over the CTM one. You can just tell. I mean, just as a comparison, you can tell the quality of the machining. Maybe they sandblast these parts before they coat them. I'm not too sure, but right, I'm going to go now. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description below. And as always, from me and Bench, thanks for watching our video, and we'll see you in the next one.